I've had a guide's license since 1974. Being self-employed, meeting new people almost daily, interesting people from all over the country, and being outdoors, on the water or in the woods. I didn't do it full-time until 18 years ago. I made my vacation my vocation. Well, this is one of the canoes I build. Being a guide in a little town like this, it's not really enough to make a full year's living. So we all find other little niches to fill in the gaps to pay our bills. So I work on, restore, and build these canoes through the winter when I'm not guiding. The ribs and planking, the actual hull is all white cedar, which grows right here on local land trust. I cut my own, go out and select my trees, cut it, saw it on a little mill I got, dry it. This up in here is ash, which also grows right here that I cut myself. In the stern and up front for decoration is mahogany on this one. I buy that, we don't grow that here. And it's a good stable wood for that big piece of wood in the stern. It don't want to check or warp, and it makes the best stern boards. And then I use it for decoration on the other parts of it. Sometimes these are done with other woods as well, mahogany or cherry. It's about 60 hours invested, but it spreads out over 2.5 weeks. And I usually got a couple going at a time when I'm doing it, so I'm bouncing back and forth while waiting for one to dry, working on another one. The basic price is $6,000 for this canoe right here. It's just the ash gunnels and thwarts and stuff. If I do a lot more specialty work, like in this wood or the trim, the price goes up from there, whatever the wood cost me for the extra, the fancy woods. And this is the 20th canoe I've built right here since '05. I get quite a bit of restoration work. These are native to this area. Other guides in this town have built them for 100 years. There's got to be 300 of them within 20 miles of right here, and they all need to be worked on. So I get plenty of work restoring them all went along. This design basically goes back to the Passamaquoddies Indians. They made birch bark canoes that were 20 foot long to travel these waterways here. There weren't no roads or automobiles then, that's how they got around. And when white man came, they started making the rib and plank canoe like this, covering them with canvas, the same style as them birch bark. They were a 20-foot double ender. They're 20 foot so they can handle the big waves and not be capsized. And then eventually, and the guides built their own and used them like that, 20 foot long, paddled them, and then eventually outboard motors was invented. And one of the guys got smart and put a square stern on and an outboard motor, and they've evolved from that to what they are today. But the tradition's always been here to fish out of these, and we've kept that tradition going. Being in one of these here fishing is as much a part as fishing, period. People I've had this weekend guiding, the very first morning we get to the fishing hole where we're going to catch fish. 15 minutes go by and I'm getting nervous because we haven't caught a fish yet. And I made mention of that to the fishermen, and both of them sat right back in their seat and said, I don't need to catch a fish. This right here is all I need. And it was the nature as much as the canoe, just being away from it all.